kids got a birth certificate, get your pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because you need to be holding them in trust. I know y'all probably wondering, what is trust? I'm going to tell you. But first, I just want you to know that when you are setting up a trust, when you're creating a trust, you're creating generational wealth, okay? In short summary, though, a trust is a contractual agreement that the grantor, which is the person that creates the trust, assigns certain beneficiaries, meaning the people that will benefit from the trust, as well as a trustee, the person who manages the trust. But overall, the grantor is creating the trust. So whenever you're going now giving away your social security number, acting as a U.S. citizen, they're creating trust out of your contracts. Now, I know y'all are wondering, how does it relate to the BC? Well, your birth certificate is an estate that was created by the United States. The birth certificate is also something that you're supposed to be benefiting from, and you won't be able to benefit if you have abandoned your birth certificate, meaning that you haven't authenticated it on the state and the federal level. That's why you need to check out my Authenticate and Elevate course, because I will teach you how to get started. Now, if you would like to learn more how to create that generational wealth to own nothing and control all of it, please DM me and I will get you started on that lifestyle that you desire. And most of all, building that generational wealth for our kids, because we all have the power in our hands when it comes to that birth certificate and the social security card once you know what it truly is. So now, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. If you want to learn more, please DM me. I'll catch you on the next one. Here is why you need a trust over a will. So get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes. Now, I'm not telling you not to make a will, because you will eventually need to make one when you decide to make a testamentary trust. There are other trusts out there that may need a will. That's just a tip. But first, you need to start off with a trust. First, the reason why you need a trust is because you will avoid probate. Just having the will makes you have to go to probate court. Probate court is just for you to prove yourself that this asset is mine. I am such over this will. Like, it's a lot of things you got to prove when you're going into probate court with a will. But with a trust, you have asset protection. Matter of fact, that's true remedy when everybody is looking for remedy on what to do this and that, send out letters. Trust is true remedy. Each corporation that we done gave our social security number to, they've created trust accounts. They're using our assets, and our asset is being that application, that contract. Another thing about trust, it gives you privacy. So it's not for the public. A lot of people, when they're private, like to put things on the public record. Fine, cool, but you need to know what to give, because your trust is not what needs to be put on public record. Maybe their certificate. It's all up to you. And if you're still here, you're a lucky one, because creating a trust also protects you from going to court. Okay? Now, if you want to learn more about how you create your trust instead of a will right now, and to protect those assets and controlling everything and owning nothing, y'all need to go ahead and join my trust class that is happening on November 14th, 21st, and 27th. Please DM me. I got so many gems to give y'all so y'all can create that generational wealth and live that lifestyle that you desire. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Bye. If you don't know that a trust is supposed to be structured a certain way, get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes, because I'm about to tell you. So first, in the trust, there's always going to be a grantor, the person that creates the trust, a beneficiary, someone that benefits from the trust that the grantor assigns, as well as a trustee that the grantor assigns as well. And the trustee is just a person that manages the trust. They have certain trustee duties to do throughout the trust. You also want to make sure that you include a declaration of trust, which is private, and a certificate of trust, which is for public. So if you decide to go get a bank account, you could use that certificate of trust there. Now, the declaration of trust is private, like I said, so we don't want to get it out to nobody. And you may also want to include bylaws that you want to go by within your trust, as well as a trust dictionary, or your own dictionary in your trust of how you define certain words in your trust. And you can also include treaties as well. Now, if you would like to learn more about trust and to gain more knowledge on how to control everything and own nothing, y'all can come to my trust class happening on November 14th, 21st, 27th. Multiple days for y'all to choose from at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, if y'all would like to join, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and DM me. I love y'all and I thank you for watching. Bye. Here's how you choose a trustee for your trust. So get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. So first I want y'all to know the trustee position. So the grantor is the person or the individual that assigns the trustee to the trust. And the trustee has certain duties. So when you're creating your trust, you want to make sure that you explain all the duties that the trustee is supposed to do, as well as manage, as well as when it comes to distributing assets to the beneficiaries. You have to explain all that or express all that when you're creating your trust, because there is a different trust. You got express trust where you're expressing yourself, and there's verbal trust where you just create a trust agreement when you're speaking. You definitely want to have that trust written. When choosing the trustee for your trust, you want to think about if they have the mindset like you, especially if you're living privately. You don't want people in the public that really don't understand what's going on to be your trustee in your trust if they don't, understand the private side. That's just my opinion. You want someone that has high values, basically that you can truly trust. Like, you're creating this trust and then trusting somebody else to do certain duties within this trust. So you want to make sure they have high values, they have integrity, meaning that they're truly honest. You don't want people that lie. You don't want people that's conniving. You don't want people like that in your trust. You want people that's aware. You also want people that have knowledge in finances or working with numbers. You want people like that. You don't want people incompetent distributing anything to any of your beneficiaries if they don't know how to count. Trustee has a lot of responsibilities, and y'all need to make sure that y'all choosing the best one. Now, if y'all would like to learn more about trust, building that generational wealth when you live in private, y'all can go ahead and join my class that is happening on November 14th, 21st. We'll be going over trust. So if you got that birth certificate, bring it. We're going to be learning how to create that generational wealth so you can live that lifestyle that you can desire, especially when living private. I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye. Here is everything your certificate of trust needs to include. So get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. So overall, this is an example of a certificate of trust you can create on Canva yourself. Let me rewind real quick first. A certificate of trust is a document that summarizes the trust, stating who's the trustee, their duties. So what to include in your certificate of trust? Well, you want to make sure that you, of course, include the name. I also stated the type of trust that it is. If y'all want to, y'all want to make sure y'all learn the difference between statutory trust and common law trust. Two different types of trusts going on. You also want to include the date or when the trust was created. Even if you got to backdate it, it's your trust. If this is a common law trust, this is a private trust. Okay? This is just a certificate, though. This ain't the trust. Like I said, you want to make sure it state that it's revocable or irrevocable trust as well in a certificate of trust. You can include your EIN if you would like, because when you are creating a certificate of trust, you may be setting up a bank account using this certificate. And like I said at the beginning, you want to state who is the trustee, because the trustee is the person managing the trust and distributing the assets to the beneficiaries. Your own governing laws, as well as the Bible if need be, because the Bible is trust law. Little tip there. If you want to, you can get this certificate notarized. It's all up to you and how you want to conduct your business in the process. Now, if you're needing additional assistance creating your trust, getting started to owning nothing and controlling everything, because that's really how you protect your assets, then go ahead and DM me. I got so many more gems coming to y'all to help y'all build that generational wealth, create that lifestyle that you desire. Like I always say, we're inspiring minds, and I love y'all. See you on the next one. Bye. Here is how you don't have to spend thousands on a trust. So get your little pencil and paper, get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. Now, you guys can go over to Law Depot. Let me get out the way. This is Law Depot's website. Law Depot has multiple templates that will get you started on creating your trust. They have multiple. Right now, I'm about to type in, you see trademark entry. You see they obviously have a lot of things that y'all can even go through that's in Spanish that can help you get started on creating your trust. Now, they do have revocable trust, but that does not mean y'all cannot go back in and change what that trust says. So if you want to create an inter vivos living trust, you can on this website as well. And y'all can go ahead and check this website out. Just go ahead and fill in your name as y'all go. They also have last will and testament, power of attorney. So individuals that would like to create their own power of attorney, you have a template, but also make it your own. You got to make these documents your own when you live in private. Now, I hope this helps y'all on y'all journey. Thank y'all for watching. Bye. If you don't know if you should create an implied trust or an express trust, get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. Overall, a trust is an agreement. So when you are creating an implied trust, you're creating a verbal agreement. Now, when you're creating an express trust is the opposite. It's written. So throughout that trust, whether it's irrevocable or a revocable trust, you are expressing everything that needs to be ran throughout the trust, who is giving what throughout the trust, who is managing the trust, and what are their duties. You're going to have all these certain guidelines when you're creating an express trust. And to make sure it's written down, you want to make sure that it's secure. Everybody knows their duties when creating your trust. Now, if you need additional assistance getting started with creating your trust, you can go ahead and DM me. I want you to know that we're in this journey together. We are building generational wealth. And I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye. Here is the difference between a statutory trust and a common law trust. So get you a pencil and paper. Get ready to take some notes because you're going to want to know this. So when you're creating a statutory trust, that trust is governed by state law. That trust is limited to that state. Since that trust is using state laws, that trust is also a public trust. So with a statutory trust, you got some restrictions going on. Now with a common law trust, you will have flexibility to use your trust in whatever state you decide and however you decide. And this trust is also private, so nobody knows about this trust. Now you may want to create a trust certificate because a trust certificate establishes the trust, but overall a common law trust is private. You create that trust bylaws, whether you're using your own definition of words, having your own trust dictionary, or using scripture from the Bible to govern your trust. And this trust is not registered to the state at all. Nobody knows about this trust. It's a private trust. Now you tell me in the comments what type of trust you're trying to create. Now if you need additional assistance on creating your trust, on creating your estate plan, having some idea, needing some ideas, some inspiration, DM me because we are in this together. We are creating change and we are elevating, okay? Now, I love y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Here is why you shouldn't name your trust after yourself. So get you a pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to help you. So when you are creating a trust, you are separating either yourself from those entities, whether it's properties, you're letting the trust own all of those things, and most likely it's private because trusts are private. But when you are naming the trust after yourself, It's making you look like you are associated with the trust, but the trust is supposed to be private, so it's technically not private anymore if you're naming it the John Doe Trust, Jane Henry Doe Trust, the Jane Doe Trust. It's not private anymore. So that's just a little tip there when you are naming your trust. Now, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all share it, get this information out there. And if you need additional assistance with creating your own trust, I'm here for you. Go ahead and DM me. We are in this together. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Here is how you should name your trust. So get your little pencil and paper, and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. When you are creating your trust name, the name should be very distinctive. It shouldn't be your name. I told y'all why in the last video, but it should be distinct. It should be unique. For example, you can use the Leopard Estate. That's just an example. But when you're naming your trust, it doesn't have to have trust in it. It can have estate in it. That's the state over there. It can have estate in it. It can have dynasty in it. It also can have legacy in it. It can be the Leopard Legacy. The Leopard Legacy. It could be the Leopard Estate. It can be the Leopard Dynasty. That's your family trust name. But you want to make sure that it's very distinctive and that it's not related to your name. I mean, it could be your last name. It's up to you. But using your name, just make it distinctive. Make it something that is going to be memorable because you're creating this foundation for your family. So create a strong name. Now, if you need additional assistance with creating your trust, getting started, please DM me. We are in this together. We're creating generational wealth. We're inspiring our minds. We're elevating. Now, I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Here is how you determine if you want an irrevocable trust or a revocable trust. So get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes because I'm about to tell you. So, for the irrevocable trust, the grantor is the creator of the trust, but the trustee that the grantor signs has control or manages the trust. With the irrevocable trust, this trust is a separate entity from you. Now, the grantee and the trustee for the irrevocable trust cannot be the same, but for a revocable trust, the grantee and the trustee can be the same. Let's get into it. And the reason why is because a revocable trust is look like an entity, a part of you. You see how an irrevocable trust is separate from you? That's the difference there. And with a revocable trust, the grantor and trustee are able to make amendment changes, add any assets, remove any beneficiaries from their trust as well. With the irrevocable trust, you're not able to do that. Now, if your assets are in a revocable trust and say you're being sued by a company, then that revocable trust isn't going to protect your assets. And you may have to produce that trust for the record, and now that trust is on public record. Now, if you need additional assistance learning how to create your trust, get started on your estate plans, knowing how to control everything and own nothing, please DM me because I have a trust class here coming up soon, and we are in this together. I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching, and more lifestyle gems coming to y'all real soon. Here's who can be beneficiaries in your trust. So get your little pencil and paper, and get ready to take some notes. So whenever you're creating an express irrevocable trust, an express irrevocable trust, an inter vivos living express trust, I just want you to know that you could have multiple beneficiaries when you are the grantor, the one creating the trust. Whether you're the grantor in an irrevocable or a revocable, you are the one outlining out the trust. So within this trust, you may want your children to be benefiting throughout this trust. You may want another trust to be benefiting from that trust. So say anything you made from the previous trust, you're taking it and putting it in another trust. So it's like you're hiding your assets even more. Tip there. And even your LLC can be a beneficiary in your trust. Whatever money that trust makes is going to the LLC. It's all about how you want to create your estate plan. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, you share it, and follow me for more lifestyle gems on creating your trust. If you need additional assistance with creating your trust, please DM me. Y'all know I'm here for y'all. We're in this together. I love y'all. Bye. If you don't know how a trust works, get your little pencil and paper and get ready to take some notes, because I'm about to tell you. You need to understand that the trust documents that you create govern the trust. Within that trust document, it outlines who is doing what, whether it is the beneficiary, whether it's the trustee. It assigns instructions for each individual listed within the trust on what they're obligated to having to do. Especially for the trustee is the one within the trust that will be distributing assets that you put into the trust for the beneficiary to receive. And the trustee needs to carry out the terms within the trust. Another way to use a trust is if you need to go into court, you need to claim that case, you can utilize a trust as well. You will need to take it if you're trying to do that. But if you would like to learn more how and create that generational wealth, create that lifestyle that you desire, creating your trust, then go ahead and DM me and we'll get you started. We're in this together. I love y'all. I thank y'all for watching, and catch y'all on the next one. Bye. You can do that.